things fall apart so that you can have a tower that actually sticks, that is very sturdy, and that it can build. Okay, so I'm going through a pretty towery moment in my life right now. My work has fallen apart because my boss decided to do something very illegal. From being at a secure, stable job, all of a sudden, unemployed overnight. But it's a good thing for me. This is all happening for me, not to me. So watch me draw the Tower Tarot card while I explain to you why it's a really good thing that both of our lives are falling apart. So one thing that mom used to always say was clean out your closet so that you can buy new clothes. She would tell me we need to clean our clothes out so that new energies can come in. New clothes that actually resonate and fit us right now in our bodies and our mood. Clothes and objects also hold energy. And the thing is, I'm not very good with goodbyes, and I am a little bit of a hoarder, as in I still have all the clothes that I wore in high school that I've been lugging around through all stages of my life. And recently, I've actually had the sudden and very strong urge for me to clean out all my closet. I actually cleaned all my closet out and let go of at least half or more of my clothes. I cannot express how light it feels for me to open up my closet and not have to like dig through, because now I have actual space for me to organize everything. People tend to change their hair after they go through a breakup. I truly believe our hair holds energy, and just before this happened, I decided to chop my hair off out of nowhere. And it was totally unprompted, but I just think I felt heavy, and I felt like I needed to go through a fresh start. And then this happened. So I'm just going to tell myself that this was all an energetic preparation. I know that because of how disruptively my work fell apart, I was able to think about, is this really what I wanted to do? Because when I started looking for other jobs, I had zero excitement. Like, I know who has that much excitement for their job, but I changed my university solely because I realized that I will be spending the rest of my life doing something I hate. I dropped out of doing biology, medicine, that side, to art school after first year of my uni, because I felt like I'm going to be working for the rest of my life and doing something that makes me so anxious and so scared, always dreaming to do something else, something creative. And after all that, to be in the same position where I was going through all the job listing and just being like, wow, I don't feel excited to do any of these things. I've been at this job, my previous job, for 3 years. I'm comfortable, and I loved my colleagues. It was such a good, peaceful, everything was at its equilibrium type of situation that it made me completely forget about passion. I loved being there, but I didn't really love the job itself. And I actually knew this after the first or second year, and I know myself. I like being comfortable. I would have never left had it not fallen apart the way it did, or stopped to think about what is going on in my life. What kind of decisions am I making in terms of my career in my life right now? So the fact that everything happened the way it did is honestly really good. Not gonna lie, it was very, very, very scary, and I cried a lot. But just like hair and our clothes, old things need to be let go in order to make space for the new things to come in. I think back to all the times when some things fell apart in my life. Like in my previous relationship, my partner had cheated on me, and it was very, very triggering experience. It was a little bit too close to trauma that I have held on to for a long time, and I completely lost it. Like I lost it. That was the turning point of my whole journey of me being who I am right now and becoming reacquainted with myself, going through my childhood, all the things that I've experienced, all the traumas that I've been through, and realize how that has shaped who I am as a person. All the journey that I am so, so grateful for started then, because I hit rock bottom, and the way I reacted was not normal. And I felt completely out of control of my own emotions, my own decisions, my own life. Because before then, I didn't even realize that there was something wrong. I had been that way for such a long time since I was so young that I didn't realize I was operating purely from a place of self-hatred and fear. When that event happened, it was finally a breaking point for me to truly acknowledge and face myself and be like, wow, Sunny, we're not in control of our life right now. 5 years later, 6 years later, from a place of having all the mirrors blocked off with paper because I couldn't stand the sight of my own reflection, to a place where I am right now, it feels like I have like a group of best friends who knows everything about me and who understands me very, very fully, all within me, always accessible. And it's a great place to be. It's a very serene place to be, and it was a cornerstone of me realizing my value and my worth, which previously I definitely did not see any of it. That all worked out, so I'm 100% sure it's all gonna work out this time as well. How can it not? And I want me and everyone who's also going through a similar shaky, scary, destructive situation to remember one thing, that if things were sturdy, if the foundation of it was sturdy enough and meant to last longer, it would have lasted longer. The Tower card is like the divine intervention. People are kind of like scared of it. I'm also kind of like, ooh, what's gonna happen when the Tower card comes out in my readings? But a tower that crumbles because it was built on a shaky foundation to begin with. A foundation that was not meant to last. And if things seem destructive, it has to be because it has to have happened this way, so that it can lead us and make us think the thoughts that we do and have the revelations that we do and have the right mindset, and also practice that muscle of like staying afloat even when things are so stupidly bad. Anyways, it's okay because it was a divine intervention for you to get the hell out of that crumbling tower and move on and build another tower that is not going to fall apart in some kind of typhoon or lightning, because it was never meant for you. It was never meant for me. And I know that if I had stayed in the same job, I would have been, yes, comfortable, but not truly fulfilled in my work life. And changes are always scary. It is literally biologically encoded in us to be in fear of change. But I have data that every single time things did fall apart, I made the best out of it. So I'm sure you will as well. And I'm sure I will this time as well. So always remember, things fall apart so that you can have a tower that actually sticks, that is very sturdy, and that it can build. It's not something that will just crumble apart. And that middle period when like the old thing falls apart and the new thing still hasn't like built is not gonna lie, a little bit weird. It's very scary. That's where I am right now, and it is terrifying. But if you remember this, that things are happening for us, you can at least, it really guides you to make the right decisions that truly is aligned with you. This belief on its own and having it inside of your head steers the direction in which you take. This is my drawing of the Tower card. A reminder for both you and me, if you're in a really weird place in your life right now where there's a void, it's okay, because it's like we just cleaned our closet and all the clothes that doesn't fit us anymore, that we've held on for too long, is donated, gone. And the closet's a little bit empty and it's like, whoa, I actually don't have anything to wear anymore. But it's okay, because it's kind of fun, because we can now decide as who we are currently, what kind of clothes do we want to wear? What kind of clothes we want to fill it up with? What kind of era are we having now? And if I cut my hair, new hair is growing out. You know, it was really short. It was like here when I first cut it. And it's already grown so much more, and I have been taking a better care of my hair. So I normally look very frizzy, and I think it's better. Like it's healthier hair. If you are going through a tower moment and you have fallen off the tower and you're just on the floor, we can think about, okay, well, that's gone. What can we do now? As in, what is better for us now? What about the previous thing that did we not like? What about the previous thing that just fell apart did we not feel truly aligned and satisfied with? And that's where we can find the answer and the direction to where we're gonna go next. And this is a message to myself as well. I understand that it's really scary, but being paralyzed in fear and mourning the past, of course I can take time to mourn it as much as I want, as much as I need, but staying in that void is going to only exacerbate the fear, exacerbate the anxiety. So I know it's scary, but I promise, move with the certainty that this is good and this new direction that you're heading is a better alignment. Bye bye. Good luck.